to another edition of .fm. This is Nikki, I'm Les, and what have we got?
You've got the notebook.
I have got the notebook, I can't work without it. What's on, what's new, what's up?
We've got Synth of the Week.
Reading corner.
Les is going soft.
What you talking about, Willis?
Show and tell.
And we will round up with our YouTuber of the week.
Brilliant. Can you read that? More on that one later. Moving swiftly along as we have been known to do in the past.
What's on? What's new? What's up?
Okay, lots of new things this week, haven't we?
One or two.
Yeah, we'll start off with a new release by one of our favourite duos. Well, our favourite duo.
Favourite electronic
Duo. Oon. So they have, well, they don't have just one album out, they have two albums. We have got the second of their albums, which is their third album. Their second album's called Duh. This one's called Spomenic. And when we spoke to them the other day and we said, we've got Spomenic, they were like, didn't think it was released yet. Anyway, we've got our copies, so we're going to show you. And couldn't decide because there was two different vinyls, so we bought both.
It's got Chinese writing up.
Limited edition colour vinyl.
Ooh, this looks like a great package. So let's have a look what's inside the box.
I've not even looked at the moment. So that's the record sleeve. Okay.
That's well packaged, isn't it?
So yeah.
Okay, so we've got and we've got some postcards with some wonderful artwork. Should we tell people what? Look at that. We were at that gig. I'm sure we were at that gig.
I can't remember where that was taken, but it is very,
It looks
very
familiar.
familiar.
Nice cards. Oh look, they've got designs on the back as well. I believe Mark is responsible for this.
Mark has done the artwork,
Artwork?
yeah, which is amazing.
Very good. So Spomenic is dealing with the some of the structures that were built in the
Yugoslavia, wasn't
Yugoslavia and Croatia and that sort of area. And was it after the war?
I think it was
and
after the
monuments?
war.
And some of these things are still standing, and some are in disrepair, some are in good order. And
If you order an album, you get one of them signed.
has it been
That
signed?
one's been signed, yeah.
I spoiled it.
Yeah. Well, maybe these ones, maybe it's not signed some.
How do you get Sharpie off? So yeah, these tremendous monuments to, I don't know whether it's to do with the war, I just know that
I think, like, I don't know whether they're memorials or... Oh, he signed the...
structures.
They've signed the same one on every album.
It's probably been printed that way.
If you're watching, can we have a blank one? No, no joke.
No, we're only kidding.
No, they're absolutely
Oh, there you
fabulous.
go. Those are the two culprits who are responsible for this work.
And what is your vinyl like? Because
Let's
this
have
is
a look.
why
Spomenic.
I ended up buying both, because
Actually,
we couldn't decide.
it's like Christmas, this, isn't it? Oh, wow.
We've not even looked at this.
No.
This is why I had to buy two. I could
Look at
not.
that.
I think this one is close to being sold out, if it's not sold out already. It's very limited edition.
Look at that.
And then what's that one? The silver one. So yeah, very happy with
Isn't that
these.
good? Wow.
To be on the
That's great.
jarred
isn't it?
record player.
I think my
In the
Synth one
notches.
is just either the battery's gone or it's just decided to quit. More on that one for later.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That was as exciting for us as it was for you, because we haven't actually had a chance to look at these properly.
yeah, there is sort of a description on the back.
Oh, on
what
the back
the
of the
hell
sleeve.
are these things about?
They're very interesting titles, none of which I can pronounce. They've all got a lot of J's and K's and C's with a funny accent on the top. There you go. We have heard
Needless
some
to
of their
say-
songs. We've heard some of this album anyway. There's been to a few gigs where they've been playing their new material, and we have to say it's very good.
I think did they do the songs at Manchester?
They did it at ATMA.
ATMA.
Yeah, part of We Are Manchester.
I like it then.
Organised that. That was a very good gig.
Anyway, wonderful little package.
Moving swiftly on when I can get
Artwork,
everything back.
original artwork, coloured vinyl, wonderful songs, an original idea, and spun out of control. Is that?
Spun Out of Control Records, yeah, that's the label.
Wow.
Oh look,
Is
we're
that
in number 89
number
out of
89 of
500.
500. I'm assuming that's either 88 or 90.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to open it up to find out again. I'm going to just go back in.
Anyway, that's Un and the album Spomonic. Check it out. Wonderful stuff. Moving swiftly along again.
As we often do. So, the next thing that's been out recently, and we've got this, it arrived very recently, and again, we haven't had a chance to listen to it. But now we've got a new double tape player in the kitchen. This will be going on later. So this very interesting artwork on this little cassette is called Boucle Now, and this is by various artists who have done performances for this album on the Boucle synthesizer, including our synth heroine Suzanne Charney. It was very interesting, released on tape. I think this is the second release, and it's very limited edition. So if you're vaguely interested, then get onto it now. And you get a free download code so that you can listen to it on more new school formats than old school. We're old school, but yeah, we liked the design on the cassette. So we thought that would be a nice little thing to have.
I think you get the download code as well, don't you?
Yeah,
from
when you
the
buy the
MP3.
cassette, you get the.
So you don't, if you don't
have a tape player.
We've had a quick roundup of our tape machines. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and
What are you pointing to there?
The
Reel to reel.
reel to reel
6.
and the Walkman 7,
And there's one in the loft as well.
8.
Have you counted the CD player unit?
Yeah,
Tape to tape. Yeah. 8.
we like tapes.
Very old school.
Are we moving swiftly?
We are moving swiftly on. We're still on what's new, what's up. Now, talking about albums, we've got one as well to announce, haven't we?
Yes, we've just finished tinkering around with the modular, and Nick came up with 4 or 5 interesting ideas, and then we came across a recording of War of the Worlds, which is the old Orson Welles radio broadcast, but we found a version that was done in 1968, a more up-to-date version, probably 30 years after the original broadcast, and it's set in sort of the top end of
New York State.
So and Niagara.
Yeah. The opposite side, the American side of Niagara Falls, it's been set. Yeah.
Which is on Grand Island, which is roundabouts, where a lot of your family is.
Yeah, my family are from Ontario. Well, they live in Ontario. They were originally from England. But I have some family on the other side in Niagara on the lake, so very close to where this was set.
So we've put the modular music to an edited version of War of the Worlds, and that is available where?
It is available for free on our website. So,
our usual price.
yeah, our usual price of free at iamseeingdots.co.uk. We have a music page on there, and all our albums are on there available to download.
I might add, you did some wonderful artwork for the PDF.
Yes, there's a PDF recorded notes where there's various bits of artwork and a bit of background about us making this album. So you get that when you download the MP3. And I think that's that.
That's
for,
that. And
albums.
the only other thing we've got to mention is this weekend we are off to Box Stock,
Yeah.
which is a cigar box guitar festival, which has been carried over from last year and probably from the year before, whenever that was.
No, it was last year, wasn't it?
Last year?
2020.
And it's a cigar box festival. Chicken Bone John will be probably he's the instigator.
He
so I would
organises
imagine
it,
he's one of
yeah.
the organisers.
It's in Wolverhampton. Never been there.
And anybody who knows dots know that we use a cigar box guitar quite a lot, and we will be down at Wolverhampton celebrating all things cigar box. Noise on 2 strings.
There is one more thing on
is there?
yeah, the rock and roll marathon.
Tell them about the rock and roll marathon.
So when is it? It's
I-
in 2 weeks.
I've got it written down in
it's 2
front
weeks
of
today.
me.
I think it's the 24th.
24, I think. Yeah.
24th of October. On the Sunday, the Liverpool Rock and Roll half marathon and marathon, and I think there's also a 10k going on at the same time.
We will not be running that.
I have run the half marathon before, and what's brilliant about it is they have a stage every mile, and there are bands on all of these stages, so it keeps the runners going. And we applied for it, and they said yes. We're playing for 2 hours on one of the stages in Sefton Park. I think we've got like a really good slot.
Oh,
And hopefully we will keep the runners going. Hopefully we will motivate them.
Oh.
So yeah, we're really looking forward to that. It will be really good fun. And I've got a few friends running in that half marathon, so I am hoping they will pop by and
I
say
shall look
hello.
forward
They will
to
probably
that.
they'll probably have a bit of a dance on the way past our
Let's
station.
hope it's not raining, eh?
I know.
Oh, we're going to get wet.
Yeah,
So there will be Dots performing all kinds of wonderful tunes on the 24th at
of
Sefton Park in Liverpool, is it?
Yeah.
But is it Liverpool or Bootle?
Liverpool.
And the Rock and Roll Marathon, we'll see you there. Next up, we have got Synth of the Week. Tell them about it, Nikki.
Okay, so our synth of the week this week is the 4MS Ensemble Oscillator. We possibly have talked about this before in a previous edition, but it's so good we're going to talk about it again. And this is part of the modular system that we are currently building. And there's quite a funny story, is that we released a song called Whiz, which is also available on our website. And I'd patched it all into the modular to create this sound, and in my haste and enthusiasm I unpatched all the wires and I was like, I'll do something different, and then decided I wanted to get it back. Although I'd taken photos and stuff, it took me about 3 solid days to get this patch back, and it's not even completely back, but I had like a minute snippet video and other kind of things, photos and notes, and I managed to kind of get it back. So lesson learned there: once you patch something good, don't unpatch
Keep
it.
it, yeah.
But it's awesome. We used it a lot in our War of the Worlds album. So just thought I'd demo that. So we will flick.
It's an
to
incredible,
demo.
it's an incredible thing, isn't it?
What's good about it is you don't need lots of effects on it, so you don't need to filter it or anything like that, because it sounds good on its own. So minimal. I mean, when you see the wires, you won't think it's minimal, but it is relatively minimal to get the sounds that it produces. So we are going to demo that. Synth of the week, it is this bad boy down here. This is the 4MS Ensemble Oscillator. It's amazing. I know there appears to be a lot of wires, but it really is minimal patching for this. And I'm going to put some drums with it, so I'll play that first and then bring in the 4MS.
That was the 4MS demoed expertly by Nikki, and now it's Reading Corner.
Yeah, so for Reading Corner, and I can't believe I haven't talked about this before. I don't think I've talked about it in detail. I might have mentioned it.
Talks about everything else.
Because got it for Christmas. Found it that long. Got it from Elevator Sound, didn't we? And it's a book called Patch and Tweak, and it's brilliant. It's the most comprehensive book on modular synthesis, predominantly Eurorack, which is the system that we use. It's got an introduction or foreword by Suzanne Ciani, our heroine, and it's just a really nice book. It's got like lots of nice pictures and diagrams and patch ideas, so it gives you some ideas of what to do, like little patch diagrams, and it talks the interviews with various.
It's up to date, isn't it?
Yes,
that's the thing.
it's very up to date.
It's got a lot of the boutique modules in
Yeah.
as well, a lot of the new manufacturers, because there's been quite an upsurge in the manufacturing of modules. It used to be pretty much dope flare all the way, didn't it?
Yeah.
I suppose, but there's
Yeah,
a lot of
they-
boutique modules knocking about, and they're covered in this book quite extensively.
Yeah, so it goes through all the different types of modules. It has interviews with, modular icons such as column benders. I think
The
he used
Krell
in here.
patch.
Krell patch. So yeah, it's absolutely a brilliant book. It's a nice coffee table piece as well. It's solid, really, really good quality. It's not cheap, but it is the book to have, and I would highly recommend it if you're into modular. So that's our Reading Corner for the week. So moving swiftly on, as we often do, it's Les is Going Soft.
What you talking about, Willis?
This week's software synth is Synth 1, and it's a free synthesizer. It's been put together by a bunch of people. I'll let you read about that. But it's an incredible synth. If you only ever choose one software synth, make it this one. It's incredible.
So you want to be a rock star? Well, then get your hands on a Casio CZ101 digital synthesizer with its multi-temporal MIDI capabilities and dual line of Casio PD sound generators. This isn't just a synthesizer. Oh no, it's a rocker launcher. Casio digital synthesizers with Casio PD sound. So easy to play, they're rocker launchers.
Spot the difference. Okay, so this is the third guitar in our little guitar family. It's called Lola, after the name of the girl who sold it to me. So thanks very much, Lola. We love it. I've personalised it by putting a cherry Coke sticker, which is my favourite drink of all time. I'm addicted. And a little Rocket Man sticker. It's red, as you can see, and these are custom colours, so you can change these pads to whatever colour you want. So we wanted rainbow, because that's cool. And these can trigger anything, so that you can trigger drums with these pads, or you can trigger tracks. So we trigger our tracks now from here rather than our Novation launch pad, which means that we've got one less piece of hardware to worry about on stage. We've got faders, which are all assignable. So I've got these to control my volumes and my effects on my synth, so my reverb and everything else. And we're going to do some other fantastic things with those as well. It's got an octave shift, so I can play super low and super high, so that's great. And there's some keyboard zones, don't know what they do yet, haven't worked it out. There's this tilt function, which is great, so I can apply an effect. So at the moment I've got vibrato, so when I tilt it, it will apply vibrato. For example, rock and roll. It's also got these ribbon banks, so you've got a ribbon controller here, which at the moment is controlling pitch bend. But you can get it to control other things, so you can program that in. There's a sustain pedal, so you can hold on to a note without... Oh, how does that work? Oh yeah, it's that way round, isn't it? I let go of the note and hold the sustain, and then I can do whatever I want. There we go. It's got a pitch wheel as well, so I can do the pitch bend via the pitch wheel. This little thing here apparently does volume, but I've not worked it out yet, because I can also do volume from here. It's wireless, so look, I'm just wandering around. I can wander around on stage and not have to be tied to the computer, which is great. It has like a little dongle here that just plugs into the computer, so it talks to Ableton, which is absolutely fantastic. What else can I tell you about this amazing synth? Is, well, MIDI controller. It's battery powered, so 4 AA batteries in the back, and then there's another little compartment here. We don't actually know what that does yet. It's just like an empty thing, but I might carry the dongle in because I don't want to lose that, because I'll lose that screw. Have I said everything I need to do about this? I think I have. You can MIDI it in and you can connect it to a computer, so you can change things around. You can also power it by USB. But yeah, that is the Alesis Vortex Wireless 2. I will be putting some lights around the edges, but I've not got round to that. Maybe that's tonight's job. Just as a footnote to my synth of the week, when this got sent to me via the post, Lola had packed up the guitar like amazingly, and then had sent me this cute little note. And this is her own artwork. It's really cool. She is on Instagram, so we will share this in our description on the YouTube link. Her Instagram is at _whiskey.art _ and she's got loads of artwork on there. But I just thought this was a really nice touch, and we did really appreciate it. Little note from Lola.
That was Nikki with a new guitar, wireless. How cool is that?
It's awesome.
See you on the other side of the stage. Now it's time for YouTuber of the Week.
Okay, so linking in with the 4MS synth, we are featuring Red Means Recording, aka Jeremy Blake. He is an absolute legend, and he's done 2 fantastic videos on the 4MS. One being a tutorial where he shows you some patching, and the other one which is like an hour's jam of 6 or 7 different patches, just using the 4MS. I think he only uses that for sound, and then a few other things with it. It's like very minimalist in terms of equipment and patching, but it just sounds awesome. It did really kind of influence me when we were setting up the patching for that.
It's
It was
incredible,
very
isn't
useful.
it? It really is an impressive bit of music.
And I might have linked to it before in one of these .fm, but it's worth
that
linking
good.
in twice. It's worth mentioning twice. So up at the top, you'll be able to click on a link and listen to his jam, and I would highly recommend it.
That is all we've got time for this week, and we would like to say happy birthday to our friend Paul. You know who you are, and until next time, bye-bye.
Bye.